Welcome to the AUDL Take. I'm back for another episode, and man, has it been a busy week. Last weekend was my second wedding anniversary with my wife, and we just had our son about 3 months ago, and it was actually fun to be able to get just a few moments away from him and just spend time with my wife and be together, talk about love, life, and kids. And it's been a roller coaster as well this coming week, because my family is coming down from Ohio and they're going to see their grandkid for the first time. This is their first one, so it's going to be a really big moment for me to see my family, which I only see maybe once a year, and for them to see their first grandkid. So really busy week for me personally, but I wanted to go ahead and jump in and get an AUDL Take episode out this week. Now, I haven't actually heard anything personally, nothing from the league or anything from Atlanta Hustle, nothing that is coming from any other source but myself, but this is something I think I've thought about for a couple weeks, and I'd be curious to see if the AUDL does something like this. And what am I talking about? Maybe putting on some type of winter event. Now, we're seeing all the other sports leagues right now go through their process of the COVID kind of season. What are they going to do? There's NBA is kind of doing that, where they're creating a bubble and they're going to try to do a 2 months worth of games. You've got the MLB kind of doing the similar things, where they're trying to just keep everybody kind of quarantined while they play the sport. Is this going to go off without a hitch? I don't think so. I think there's going to be people who get COVID. Whether those cases are deadly or not, we can get into in some other way, but I think it's going to give an indicator of where sports leagues are really going from here, and I think the AUDL is going to be paying a lot of attention to it. Is there a rush to really put on an event? Do they have to? No. As a fan, I'm just kind of throwing that idea out there of maybe doing the bubble tournament, but maybe doing it later when maybe we may have some sort of vaccine or some sort of treatment that is very viable. And I think I'm trying to speak as a fan and for players who really want to play. I think there are players who are willing to go out and take the risk if they really want to play the game. It's the incentive of it, what's really to gain. I think for the AUDL, they've done really well, as we've seen the past week, exposing the sport outside the United States now, using the docuseries as a way to show off the sport to new people. So there's a lot of avenues for the AUDL to take without actually having to play a game and put people at risk. I just think it's smart to have a plan. And I'm curious, I want to throw that out to the people who are watching. If you're a player specifically, what are your chances of even doing something in the winter if there were some type of, not even a vaccine, but the treatments themselves have gotten better? Would you be more willing to take the risk? Also, as a fan, what kind of event would you like to see the AUDL pull off in the winter? It could be a simple just all-star game where they get 10 people and it's kind of a 7v7, or 14 people, enough just to do one line, maybe 20 players, where you just kind of have a small all-star game. Is it really important, though, to put on an event like this? I just think it's good to get players the opportunity to play, to have something laid out, and then see what kind of response you have. But I think as a league, I think it's good to have these plans, to have some kind of idea of, well, when we're ready or when things turn, we have something available. I think it's smart to move past the AUDL 2020 season. I think they held on as long as possible. They really wanted to put on an event, but I think it was the right move in the end to just wait this out. But I think we should be creative. I think as fans, as players, as the organization itself, let's get creative with this. See what we can possibly put on here in the winter. Maybe think of a mini all-star game, something where you can have a limited amount of people so that the exposure rate's even lower. But I would really like to see some professional ultimate again. I think I'd like to see what the AUDL is doing. And I'm curious what you all think out there. What do you think something that the AUDL could do? That's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Like I said, it's not a really big one. Just wanted to kind of touch in with everybody who's been watching, let you know that I'm still putting out episodes each and every week. So make sure you keep tuned in, subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Next week, I'm going to be looking at talking a little bit more about the pool and the AUDL and the WUL. I kind of want to talk about all these leagues and how we can see them maybe meshing together in the near future. We're going to get a little cerebral in the next episode, so make sure you tune in. But thanks again for tuning in to the AUDL Take. I will see you all next week.